Alright, so I was just sitting on my couch today, just scrolling through my Snapchat, and it reminded me of a story time that I haven't told on this channel yet. Now, this story time, in my opinion, is a pretty crazy one. It involves a hacker and my Snapchat, and even a couple photos of me that kind of got leaked. And when I say photos, I don't mean like nudes or anything, like, nah. Just kind of like embarrassing selfies that I took. Now, you're probably like, Austin, how does a photo kind of get leaked? Like, it either gets leaked or it doesn't. Well, I'm going to tell you about that, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy this story time. Leave a like on the video if you do, and let's jump right into it. So this story time takes place at the end of 2017. I was hanging out with two friends of mine at my apartment, just kind of doing a whole lot of nothing. We were bored, just trying to figure out something to do. And in the meantime, I was just sitting on my phone, scrolling through my social media, scrolling through Twitter, just bored out of my mind. And one of my friends is like, yo, my homie's throwing a party tonight. Will you guys all be down to go? And I was like, yeah, are we allowed to come with you? Like, is it a big party? Like, are they letting you take people with you? He's like, yeah, man, I can bring whoever I want. Like, I'm cool with this kid. He doesn't care. Like, you down? I'm like, yeah, for sure. So me and my friends decided to go to this party together. So we get there, and it was huge. Lots of people, lots of stuff going on. To be honest, it kind of gave me anxiety. I didn't plan on staying for very long, but it was something to do, so I was grateful to have something to do on this night. And I'm just sitting by this bonfire at this party on my phone, kind of just being antisocial at a really social event. And around this time, I was talking to this girl, and me and her had first met in LA, and that's how we started talking. And then I went back to New York, so me and her kind of just texted and like Snapchatted and stuff like that. You know, that way we could keep in touch until I went back to LA. So yeah, I'm just sitting at this bonfire at this party, just on my phone, Snapchatting this girl, just literally exchanging selfies, talking. And then while I'm talking to this girl, my Snapchat freezes. And I'm like, okay, like, is this my phone or something? And I open up like all of the apps to close them out. And I close out Snapchat and I restart it because I'm like, okay, Snapchat was messing up. I'll just restart it. And I open up Snapchat again and I'm logged out. And I'm like, okay, that's strange. Like, I wonder why it logged me out. Whatever, probably just a bug or something, right? So I type in my username, I type in my password, and it says that my password's wrong. And I'm like, okay, that's not right. Like, my password's definitely correct. So I type it in again, and it says it's wrong again. So I type it in a third time just to see, because third time's a charm. And of course, doesn't work. And I'm like, all right, you know what? Like, maybe I have my password wrong. I haven't typed it in a long time. When I get home, I'll worry about this. So in the meantime, I just went to texting this girl. I told her that my Snapchat was all messed up and to text me from now on. So like 3 hours later, me and my friends leave this party. We go back to my place. And the minute I get into my place, I grab this little piece of paper that has my passwords on it for my social medias. And I see my Snapchat password. And I double check it. And that password that I typed in was the same password that I was trying to use to get into my Snapchat at the party. So once again, I pull up on my phone and I try to do it one last time, just for good luck to see if it works, and of course, it fails. So I start going through the forgot password process, and none of it's working. I cannot get access to my account. I'm so confused at this point. I just give up on it for the night, and I think that my Snapchat's bugged or something. I really didn't think that it could have gotten hacked because my password was so good, and I kept it really secure. But the next day I wake up and I found out that I got hacked. I found out in the worst way possible. So I wake up the next morning to a bunch of text messages from a bunch of my friends from my hometown telling me that my Snapchat was hacked and that I need to get it back, like they're posting stuff on my story. And I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? And my friend sends me this photo of my Snapchat story, and it was my friends only story. And it said, hey, Austin's friends, I hacked his Snapchat. If you want him to have it back, then Venmo this address immediately. And I'm like, okay, this is strange. Like, why would the hackers post that to my friends only story? Like, if I was a hacker and I just hacked somebody that had thousands of followers on Snapchat and I wanted money, I would post it to their public story, not their friends only story. That just makes no sense. Like, less people are going to see it that way. But I don't know. Maybe he wanted to hit me where it hurts. Maybe he wanted only my personal close friends to see it. I don't know. Either way, I immediately open up my phone and start checking all of my social medias to see if any other ones got hacked. And luckily, none of my other social medias were hacked. But I get a DM on Twitter from this random account that was just created. And it said, hey man, you want your Snapchat back? I'm the one that got it. And he provided a screenshot of him logged into my Snapchat. And I'm like, all right, this guy's legit. Like, this is the hacker that got my Snapchat. So I respond to him, and I'm like, yeah, man, I would love to have my Snapchat back. Can you please give it back? And he replies with a photo of myself that was saved in my Snapchat memories. It was this super embarrassing selfie I took of me wearing a chef's hat. Yeah, like a giant chef hat. I had it on, and I took a selfie with it because I thought it was funny, and I saved it to my memories. But looking back at it, it was pretty embarrassing. Like, I would have gotten clowned pretty hard on Twitter if that got out there. But still, it wasn't the worst thing in the world to leak. So I was like, you know what? I don't really care if he leaks that. Whatever. So I respond to him. I'm like, yeah, man, that's me in a chef's hat. Can I have my Snapchat back now? He goes, yeah, look at this photo too. And he replies with another selfie of me wearing like a Halloween costume. I'm like, cool, like, once again, can I have it back now? And then he replies with another photo. Once again, another selfie of me. Just some stupid selfie I took where I looked cringe. Not really a big deal though. Just a cringy e-boy selfie, right? But then he replies with a video. Now this video I did not know that I had saved in my Snapchat memories. It was a video of the notepad of my passwords. Now this terrified me, and I don't know why I took that video. I don't even remember taking it. I can't believe I saved that to my Snapchat memories. I don't know why. So I immediately go on my accounts and change all of my passwords. Now luckily I had two-step on all of them, so none of them got hacked, but still, that scared the shit out of me. So I reply to him and I'm like, yo, like, what do you want? And he goes, send $100 to this Venmo address now. And I'm like, all right, bet. So I do it, just because I want my Snapchat back. And he gives me the password. He lets me log back in after I send him the money. And I'm just in my head thinking like, yo, I did not think that would actually work. But okay. So I get on my Snapchat. I immediately change my password. I make sure everything's secure. I put two-step on, all that stuff. And I go to check my memories. And all of my memories got deleted. He deleted all of them. And that pissed me off. Because like that was the one thing I wanted my Snapchat for. I had tons of memories with my friends and stuff. Like that was the whole point. So I DM him on Twitter. I'm like, yo, where the fuck are my memories? He's like, oh, my bad, bro. I cleared them. And then he goes, but don't worry. I have plenty of them saved, winky face. You can have half of them back for $100 more and all of them back for $200. And I said, how about fuck you? Send them back now. Now, if a hacker's ever threatening you, you probably shouldn't say fuck you to them because usually they're pretty evil people that don't show mercy. But he responds to me and he goes, just kidding. I don't have all of your memories. I only have a few. They're the ones that I sent you already. I'm like, cool. Stop trying to scam me then. He goes, all right, my bad, bro. I was just messing around. I'm like, whatever, dude. And I block him on Twitter. Because at that point, like, I just don't care anymore. I got my Snapchat back. I'm done talking to this kid. Of course, he makes another Twitter and he DMs me. And he goes, yo, bro, I'm not done talking to you. I'm like, what do you want? And he goes, I want to follow. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not following you. And he goes, follow me now or I'm going to leak those photos of you everywhere. I'm like, what photos? The photos of me taking a selfie with a chef hat on? Like, go for it, dude. Like, sure, it's cringy and my fans will probably roast the everlasting shit out of me, but like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that embarrassing. And he goes, okay, dude, sounds good. And he goes and proceeds to tweet all of the photos and what he saved on his Twitter. Now, keep in mind, he just made this Twitter. It had 0 followers. So literally nobody saw it. Like, nobody. And I just block him again and I go on with my day. Now, fast forward a few months later, I checked that Twitter, and it's suspended. So I don't know if anyone else got those photos that he tweeted, or if he still has them, but they didn't go beyond that, which is great, because, you know, I would prefer if a cringy selfie of me didn't hit the internet, but at the same time, even if it did, it'd just be kind of funny. I don't really care. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the story time of how my Snapchat got hacked, and he leaked a couple cringy selfies of me that didn't go very far. But yeah, moral of the story is, keep your password secure, keep your account secure. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace. Like what's up? They leave me out for the dead, and now they know their fault. All my texts are unread, that's how I know she's dead.